So I think from a candidate perspective, the foundations of a strategy team remain constant. A strong leader, proven career path, and exposure to senior executives reign supreme as the hallmarks of a desirable function. Businesses in an accelerated growth phase, particularly those backed by PE or VC, continue to attract top talent. We've seen a shift away from stable but slow career pathways to those teams which lead down a path towards global mobility, P&L ownership, and line management. So throughout last year, diversity as always has been the topic of hiring conversation, but it's not been limited to gender diversity, but also ethnicity, been spanning age ranges, backgrounds, and perhaps sort of thinking styles. The most successful and large strategy teams seem to be able to blend candidates with different professional experiences, meaning that they can lend experience across a broad range of projects and types of work. A good example of this would be businesses that we've seen that have been able to merge people like investment bankers, strategy consultants, engineers, economists, and transformation gurus all in one team to give a real broader range of skill set and the ability to be able to deliver. In slightly smaller organisations, a few of these skills have sometimes been clubbed together into one or two people, so that they can lend expertise in more than one vertical. Delivery or implementation experience has also been viewed upon favourably, particularly in the realm of new technologies such as AI. So the Royal Commission's been an obvious disruptor across financial services. There's been increased volatility, job uncertainty, and some of the sort of cultural malaise across some of the teams across banks, insurers, and wealth management businesses. There's talk of a Royal Commission perhaps across energy and maybe telecommunications. So these organisations are sort of really focused on what the core is for what they do, and then capabilities around customer experience and digital innovation. Retail and consumer, the threat from offshore e-commerce businesses has been certainly on the agenda for perhaps posing a threat. So really looking at supply chain optimization and innovation is going to be particularly key. I think even though there's been some really big challenges for the larger corporates this year, this does really bring about a lot of opportunity for the right individual to make a big difference and fundamentally change the landscape or the experience for customers across Australia for the better. So in line with previous years, more than 50% of our senior mandates this year had a preference for candidates coming out of top tier consulting firms. The top tier experience remains the most straightforward pathway to corporate strategy roles regardless of industry. Outside of this, we've seen a huge uptake in preference for experience in customer experience, design thinking, human-centered design, and lean methodologies. The large consulting firms pour resources into advanced analytics practices, so do the industry clients pay a high premium for strategy professionals who are data literate. These people are highly prized purely because they're the people that can translate big, heavy data sets into real commercial insights, and we expect those individuals to be in demand going to 2019. So we expect 2019 to be the year of AI and robotics. Candidates and clients have already started to build capabilities in this area will find themselves ahead of the curve and poised for success in the new year. Strategy teams will more than likely be driven to focus on risk and governance like never before. We expect a renewed push on culture from our leading clients across all sectors as they battle to win the best talent. And then organisations which foster an environment of growth and dynamism will win the day. And those that really appeal to the wider market will package their various functions as startup or separate high growth engines.